Okay, our next speller up is Jeffrey Hardy.
Hey, man.
Jeff, your word is encyclopedia.
Country of origin?
Great Britain.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Like other books of its title, the WWE Encyclopedia is truth.
Okay, man. PEROXWHY
What?
question mark
No.
GEN
Not even close.
JE
Oh, he's still going.
double
Okay, no,
F
Jeff.
J
Jeff, you've got it wrong already. These aren't even letters.
T.
The WWE Encyclopedia, Part 23, today on Pro Wrestling Palskis.
Matt!
Hey, Scott Narver.
Hey, Jake Lloyd Bacon.
Hello to everybody out there listening in the PWP universe. Pew, 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 pew. Hi, Scott.
Hey.
How's it going?
It's going all right.
Yeah,
How about you?
it's going all right. You wheeling and dealing?
You bundling up and?
Yeah, got a little sweaty going. A little
Oh,
sweatshirt. Why not?
you're sweaty.
Am I too bundled? Oh, I don't have a hat,
You're
though.
sitting over there.
Can you hand me one of those PWP hats from behind you? Available now at dragonwagonshop.com.
Bottom.
Oh, yeah. Get yourself a PWP hat, and you can be styling and profiling. Oh, that's much better. Oh, look at that. Oh, handsome gents. Two of us. And you could see how handsome we are if, of course, you were joining us live via the super exclusive patron-only live stream. Every single patron gets access to these when we record them live, and you can tell us how truly handsome and dumb we are in person.
Both.
Both.
Handsome and dumb.
Yes.
Handum.
Handum. You have a lot of headroom right now, I noticed. I feel like I should fix your camera.
Okay.
Look at how much headroom you got. You're like
I
way
don't
down
control
below.
this. I controlled
I
it
know.
when I was at home.
I know. I'm gonna fix you. We're gonna get you fixed.
Oh.
How about that?
Oh, that'll make my social life very interesting.
Oh, look at that.
Hey, I'm fixed.
Now you're
Don't
too-
worry about it.
Now you're too big. See, this is the kind of stuff you're missing out if you're not on the video version. We
What's happening?
We have a PWP champ to acknowledge.
Always.
PWP champ for the month of May 2026, Tim Bemis. You see it right there. It says
Yeah.
it right there.
Tim by God Bemis.
Tim by God Bemis. He'll defend that title. The first episode of what's the order? June. That's the next one.
Yeah.
June.
Got to
2026.
get past your gray May, your May gray.
Your June
Get
blue?
into your June gloom.
All right.
Bunch of sad sex.
If you'd like
July gonna cry.
is that the saying for July?
It is now. Coined it.
Let's do the rest of them. August.
All missed.
August is all missed.
Yep.
Okay.
Out of your eyes.
September. Misremember.
Yep.
Okay.
But you shouldn't, because you should never forget one day.
October.
Far from sober.
All right. December.
No,
No, November. We did. Yeah, November. There we go.
November. Gotta be a club member.
Okay. December.
What was the ECW one? December to December.
Dismember?
Dismember.
Is that
Yeah.
what you're trying to get in there?
Yeah.
You just said December. Okay. All right.
Tamina got in my head.
January?
Wait, no, that's the end of the year.
No, we got to come back around. We didn't finish.
What? January. I wasn't prepared for this. I only went through December.
Well, come on. January?
We got all year. Why do we got to do it now?
All right. Whatever. I was just trying to bring us back up to March. And then I was going to tell you the actual one, which is in like a lion and out like a lamb, which doesn't
March?
Doesn't fit your rhyming scheme.
March is in like a lion, out like a lamb?
Yeah. Have you never heard that? Maybe it's
No.
only a Northeastern thing.
They
'cause
don't
of the
hang
weather.
out together.
That's the point. It's two different seasons. One enters and the other one exits.
What? What kind of MAGA bullshit is this?
That's not a fact.
Don't be a fucking sheep, be a fucking lion.
The idea is that like it comes in with winter, and then by the end of it, it's spring. So that's why they say in like a lion, out like a lamb. Which I don't associate lions with winter. So as a kid, I never understood that.
Yeah,
I always thought it should have been
all
polar
the time.
bear. As a kid, I was like, it should be in like a polar bear, out like a lamb.
No, why not a grizzly? They hibernate.
Yeah, but grizzlies, I don't consider them winter. Oh wait, but then they would.
You're going in. You're going in to hibernate.
No, the month comes in that way, but then during the month, one would assume that item exits.
This makes no fucking sense.
It does. The month of March comes in like a lion, then it leaves like a lamb.
March in like a Nazi and
all right,
out
get the fuck
like
out of here.
out like a. Well, I was gonna fix it.
Are you?
Yeah.
March
in with hate, and you're like, oh no, don't leave better than that.
Be best. Don't be a star. Don't bully.
Yeah.
Unless it's on television.
Yeah, where you get paid for it.
Yeah, of course. Yes, obviously. All righty, kids. It is time for another installment of the WWE Encyclopedia. Who'd have thought? It's been since January that we did this. I'm always like, no, we can't do that again. We just did it. That was 5 months ago.
And you want to do the shows that we did do just recently?
Yes, over again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here we have it. WWE Encyclopedia. You know
in like a lion, out like a lamb.
How many of these people on this cover don't work for the company anymore?
How many of them control the company now?
Most of them do, actually.
Because of the corporate clique, as I like to call them.
Yeah.
With 2 Ks.
Ronda Rousey's on this cover. She did it. She was in the news recently.
Well, not the news. She fought last night.
I think the only people here that don't really work for the company, and when I say that, I mean like aren't like
Bruno Sammartino doesn't work for the company.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Bruno and New Day.
You got pink slipped by the Lord.
Who is this in the bottom right in red? Oh, it's Sasha Banks and somebody. Sasha Banks. Why? She's the only person in the monochromatic red swoosh of the logo.
That's true.
Probably because there was a little room and they're like, well, let's put somebody there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, look, I never noticed they got the Fiend in the little thing there. It's weird to think that this book is old enough to have had
Sting's face.
Well, yeah, they're like they
didn't work together at all.
Nope, not at all. I don't think I've ever paid close attention. All right, anyways.
To the show? Yeah, I can.
No, to the book. All right. I feel like it's been a long time since we've done this in person. You should do the honors of the old flippy flu.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time.
Go in like a lion, out like a flippy flu.
That's the saying.
Okay. So I just get to choose. I don't have to stop.
Well, you're going to stop yourself. Yeah, kind of. Exactly.
Well, who knows if I will stop myself. I am untethered. So I'm just going to go right here. Ooh.
I feel like you went kind of first half of the book, right? It looked like you didn't get deep.
Yeah, I didn't go deep at all, baby.
You're in the B's or C's, I'm guessing?
Just the tip. I'm in the B's and the C's.
Oh, you're in the B's with your C's?
Yeah, that's right. I'm double dipping. Because we're dealing with Butcher Brannigan.
Okay, I don't know that name.
Butcher Vachon.
Oh, is that Luna's dad?
Nope.
Okay.
Butterbean.
Alrighty. Boxer Butterbean.
Buzz Sawyer. BWO. The Blue World Order.
Okay, that's fun.
Byron Saxton.
Hey, I remember that guy.
Cain Velasquez.
Wait, really? Cain Velasquez is in this book?
Yeah. Hey, you show up in WWE, chances are you get in the encyclopedia. Camacho.
Alrighty.
Cameron. Canadian Heavyweight Championship. The Can-Am Connection. And Camp Cornette.
Oh, we are given so much C today.
Yeah, you're getting your B's into your C's.
Where do you want to start? There's a lot of stuff on here that I have no idea what it is. So those are always kind of fun to learn about.
Well, let me see. Camacho.
Now that is the guy who was with Hunico, was his name?
Camacho credits longtime friend Hunico with saving his life.
I remember that.
Back in the barrio.
Wasn't he not even
where the two superstars grew up?
Oh, okay.
Years later, Camacho returned the favor with Hunico standing on pegs on the back of his lowrider bicycle.
I remember.
Camacho slowly rolled to the ring with a signature scowl on his face. A silent warning to anyone looking to rough up his Vato.
Oh my God, this is so racist.
The Street Toughs Superstar Lowrider Bicycle was an expression of his culture.
that his
built
Samoan
from
culture.
scratch with the finest materials.
Now, I could be wrong. Maybe he also has some Latin descent or Hispanic descent.
He's from Juarez, Mexico.
Well, you know who this is, right?
Camacho.
That's Tongaloa.
Nuh-uh. You can't be more than one person in wrestling. That's not true.
Recently released, if I'm not mistaken, Tongaloa, right? Wasn't he one of the ones we talked about last week or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. Camacho fought his own battles as well, taking his intimidating presence back and forth from WWE
to where?
NXT.
Yep. 2 different places.
Rings until his departure in 2014. And update again in 2026.
Yeah. All right, let's look up Tongaloa. Let's see if any part of him.
Any part of him.
Is.
He's got a foot from Juarez, Mexico.
Tongaloa.
That's a different guy. This guy's wearing sunglasses.
Wait a minute. This guy's wearing sunglasses.
Look, chat. Just take a look. That's a different guy.
God, he lost a lot of weight.
Did he? How much does it credit him weighing there?
220?
Well, he lost 10 pounds in, sir. Because he's 230 in the book.
All right, let's see. Born Hawaii, Honolulu, Hawaii.
I don't see why you're cross-referencing. I have the WWE Encyclopedia.
I'm curious if he has any Hispanic or Latin. Like maybe it's one of those things where his parent Haku, maybe married. Nope, I don't think he has any. He is.
What are you talking about? He has a bicycle he built.
Once you get a banana seat, you're just welcomed into the community, especially in East LA.
They don't have bananas in fucking Tonga land or wherever that Wikipedia claims he's from. It's not a thing.
Did you know that his pay-per-view debut was beating Ryback in a singles match at Over the Limit?
That's shocking.
That is an insane thing to state.
The Camacho beat Ryback?
In his debut match at a pay-per-view.
Because I'm wondering how many... Like, I bet Ryback's losses are not plentiful.
No, and that's a singles match, by the way.
Wow.
Not even like in a 20-person tag.
That's a future watch-along.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Did you give stats on the bike?
I get no bike stats. No.
Maybe his bike's from Mexico. I miss how terrible he is. He's so wonderfully awful. I don't recall seeing a lot of Camacho because I remember at the time Camacho and Hunico didn't, like, in the scheme of they were so undercard guys, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't know the distinction between them. I didn't pay attention enough,
and they
weren't fun to play in the video game, so I didn't get the distinct characteristics between them, and I would just confuse them all the time and be like, I know one has a bike or something.
And they were what I call pre
good.
No, what did they start calling those? Was it Takeover? Yeah, like the pre-Takeover era where NXT was still doing some really good stuff, and we were getting some talent that would be formed later, but they weren't that, like, every match is a 5-star match according to a lot of people, and like the great pay-per-views, and like where everybody started being like, well, clearly Triple H is the best booker of all time. Like, these guys were just before that era of NXT where it was still really fun and interesting. Like, I love this era of NXT. This is when we were having like Cassius Ohno, and we had could
have been Camacho
early Bray, and early Ascension.
Sure,
there's some fun shit happening here.
Sure, you should let them know that you like that.
I liked it
because they'd love to hear that. Unlike a Butcher Brannigan. Now, if you had to guess, now we're not talking the person because we don't know Butcher Brannigan from your ass or my elbow.
From
where is the character of Butcher Brannigan from?
Honestly, with that name,
we can go large swaths here.
Okay, well, with that name,
a little smaller than Earth, but
Well, with that name, I imagine like a Brit. I imagine like an old timey, like backstreet brawler butcher of like late 1700s, mid 1700s England. Like, I imagine.
One photo, top left.
Oh, all right.
So you just see him a little bit.
Well, all right. So he just looks like he's from, I don't know, Texas. I don't know. He's just like a big wrestler boy.
Was it?
Texas.
Yeah, Ireland.
All right, I wasn't too far off though when I said like old London, because that's the vibe.
Yeah,
that like yeah,
Texas is totally
UK-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I was saying from the first.
I know the UK and Ireland get along so well.
Northern Ireland is part of the UK.
They love each other. They love each other. Braveheart. In the 1970s, Butcher Brannigan literally wandered the world. Literally.
Now, when you say wandered, I imagine, when I hear wander, I think someone that's completely aimless. Like, it doesn't know where they're going. They end up places accidentally. They're just wandering.
He's listening to that song. He's the type of guy, wanders around the world.
That's him.
Kiss him and he hugs him and all that good stuff. Wherever he landed, he took on the top attraction. Steve Rickard in New Zealand, Otto Wanz in Germany, Big Daddy in England.
So wait, these were his names in these places?
These are the people that he took on.
Oh, got it.
These were the top attractions, and he showed up and he fought them.
Right.
Doesn't say that he beat them and then,
No. Or
oh, wait, we do get to that. Jan Wilkins in South Africa. His win-loss record is spotty.
Should I look up Butcher Brannigan, put him on screen?
If you'd like. Yes. He enjoyed his greatest fame in New Zealand and Australia, and in 1974 won America's Tag Team Gold in the Los Angeles territory with Man Mountain Mike.
Yes, Man Mountain Mike. Were they Man Mountain Rock? Was that them together?
Yeah.
Well, I love everything about this. This is wonderful news for everybody involved.
Yes.
Let's see here. Can I share the screen? There we go. There's a little.
Apologies to Alice Rader.
Good looking.
Because we brought them up again. She was like, no more Man Mountain.
Good looking like, wrestler vibe. Big dude. Also was in Starsky and Hutch. Look at that.
Is that right?
There's him in Starsky and Hutch.
Whoa.
In 1975.
Is he Starsky? Because he's on the left?
No, I think he played a Hutch, like a literal Hutch.
Oh, that lady's got a couple of Hutches.
Yeah, look at that.
Good for him. We're going to compile a list someday of because the short list is always like, okay, best movies with a wrestler in it, right? Like it's pretty
right. The movie, it's not about how good the wrestler is, it's how good the movie is.
Right. And then sometimes you go, well, hold on. If we're gonna do a deep dive here, because one of the pictures you brought up, Ox Baker,
right,
is in Escape from L.A. Escape from New York.
Yeah.
So when you get into the ones that are aren't so obvious, we're like, well, okay, we got Batista movies, we got this.
Sure.
It's like, wait, there might be a wrestler in it for just a little bit.
Right.
And they're really good in the thing. So I feel like TV shows, we also need to potentially open up.
Right. Absolutely.
Because our boy,
also,
Starsky and Hutch might be my new favorite show, and I don't even know it.
Not to get ahead of ourselves, but one of the images that came up is for an article titled The Battle of the Butchers, which is Butcher Brannigan versus Butcher Vachon, who's also listed here. So here's Butcher Brannigan versus Vachon.
Couple of butcher bitches battling it out.
Couple of bitchers.
Oh man, and that's a Brazzers logo if ever I've seen one. The same year, he competed for WWE in Madison Square Garden, crunching Mike Papas. What fans didn't realize is that he'd previously passed through the Northeast using the name Joe Nova.
You put a weird comma there. What you're like? What the fans didn't know is that he previously passed. Like, oh yeah, the whole thing. It was just
everybody was Undertaker.
Weekend at Bernie's. Oh, got it.
Using the name Joe Nova and tangling with foes like Spiros Arion, Flying Fred Curry. That's my new favorite name. And Jimmy Valiant. After retirement, he taught fine arts to prisoners and died in 2009.
Well,
I don't know if that's together, like one prisoner's like fucking fine arts.
He taught fine. Yeah, there was no comma before the and. He taught fine arts prisoners and died. Yeah.
What a crazy! I want to know more about that. Butcher Brannigan taught fine arts to prisoners.
I love that.
That's a good-hearted gentleman right there.
That's amazing.
Unless it was a women's prison, he was just being a creep.
I mean, women's prisons deserve art teachers as well.
He's like, hey, you seen the movie Ghost? Let's make some clay.
Oh, got it. I was like, was there something about a women's prison I missed?
Yeah, that's where Demi Moore went afterwards.
He's got,
because they were like, no, a ghost didn't fucking kill these people. There's murders everywhere. Sorry, Demi Moore, you're going to prison. Spoilers.
How tall does it say? Oh, okay, 6'3".
6'3".
He looks a lot bigger in the photos. He looks, not that 6'3" is not big, but
they didn't have tall people back then, so everybody else is small.
And where does it say that he's from in the book there?
Ireland.
You want to take a guess at where he's really born?
Texas.
Jersey. The Texas of the Northeast.
Oh, so he stinks.
Joseph Novo. Joe Novo. Joe Novo. Great name. Joe Novo.
Joe Nova.
Novo is his real name. Born Novo.
Well, Joe Nova was one of the names that he used as a wrestler.
Yep. Yeah, I see that.
Well, then let's get into Butcher Vachon.
Butcher Vachon, one of his opponents, the Battle of the Butchers.
Okay, so
is Vachon is he in no relation to the Vachon family?
Well, I'll read it and let you know.
Please do.
Paul Vachon made his professional wrestling debut in 1957, known as Butcher, the Crazed Canadian. I love that because there's only like 3 of them. They have such good health care. It can't even happen.
They're always so kind, so it's a real shocker.
The Crazed Canadian hoped to equal the success enjoyed by his older brother, Maurice Mad Dog Vachon. God, he's the younger one, and he looks like he's 11. After a few years of competing on his own, Butcher united with his brother to form one of history's most unorthodox tandems. Known for their hardcore style, the Vachons terrorized their way to tag team titles across North America. One of their most impressive achievements was topping Dick the Bruiser and the Crusher for the AWA World Tag Team Championship in August 1969. Butcher and Mad Dog went on to hold the gold for an amazing 623 days.
That's a long time.
Forgot to be booked, or
maybe.
And WWE, Butcher Vachon went toe-to-toe with many legendary names, including Sergeant Slaughter, Jimmy Snuka, and Bob Backlund. Despite these battles, it was his 1984 in-ring wedding for which he is often remembered. I was wondering why that came up as an autofill when I Googled him. It said the first thing that came up was wedding after his name. With many of WWE's top superstars serving as witnesses, Vachon and his bride tied the knot in a ceremony married by David Schultz's. Look at the photo. Oh, it was marred by David Schultz's physical interference. There's a video. The whole thing is on YouTube. So that's not Uncle Elmer. So I don't know what this is. It looks like that's Sid Vicious there, by the way. Holy shit. Overseeing it maybe or something. Butcher's stepdaughter, Luna Vachon, was also forced in WWE. So it's his stepdaughter. Butcher Vachon and Ophelia. I am unfamiliar with that wrestling wedding. Yeah, it's on YouTube on hashtag WWE Classics. I don't know what. I bet you if I try to play this, they'll be like an offshoot channel. I'm going to play this and they'll be like, guess what? You were taking your video off of the internet because you played a different YouTube video that's also on YouTube. Yay! I'll just like thumb through it really quickly. If it loads. Maybe not. Where's the honeymoon? Look at the ring. It's all decked out. This is nicer than a lot of the modern decorations. That's like a spring wedding. Look at that. Actually, all that green. It looks wintry to me because it's like pine trees and they have like candy cane. Classy Freddie Blassie fucking making out with Moolah. That's Moolah and Albano. Lou Albano. Yeah, look at that. I'm just gonna jump in. I wonder if Moolah sold off any of the bridesmaids that night. Oh. Is he stealing? He's checking to make sure the rings are real. There's all sorts of shenanigans happening. Is that a little person? Yep. That's what's his face. He's in we talked about him not that long ago. That guy? Yeah. Isn't he in that movie? Billy Barty? Is that his name? No, you're talking the actor? Yeah. Who was the little person that was in the really bad Roddy Piper? Minnie Danhausen. That's who it was. No, Billy Barty wouldn't be showing up to stuff like this. All right, never mind. They had little people that were wrestlers. Maybe. Anyways, yeah, that's what it looks like. Hey, Georgie Animal Steel, they're dressing up nice. He got a little. He's got him a bib. What do you call it? Is this the first ever wrestling wedding? I wonder. No. Oh, the Fink is hoping to kiss the bride. I'm sure. That's fun. All right, so we got the. I like Butchers. I mean, I want to see an old Vachon brothers match. Sure. Like, and I wonder if did they ever face any other brothers? Was there ever like a original Matt and Hardy versus known brothers, Edge and Christian? What was the first version of that? Could be. All right, what do you want next? I've been choosing. You want options? Yeah. Remind me who's on the page. Butterbean, Buzz Sawyer. Yeah, I mean, let's just go to Butterbean. I mean, that's like Butterbean. He is one of those people who I only know because of wrestling. Okay. Like you'd never caught any of what would have been the channel back then? I don't think it was Spike. don't think it was FX, but when they're having like the tough man competitions.
Nope.
And he was doing those, and those are a big deal. Or like you see the highlights.
But he was a boxer though, right? Like that's what his
and I think I'm speaking out of turn. Let me read some of this first before I speculate like crazy.
Let's read the fake encyclopedia before we reference the real one.
5'11", 316 pounds, from Jasper, Alabama, a famous tough man contest winner, boxer, and mixed martial artist, Eric Butterbean Esch. ESCH.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah.
Began boxing professionally in 1994. As his loyal fan following grew, the famed heavyweight caught the eye of WWE officials. And in 1997, Butterbean made his first WWE appearance, defeating Mark Merrow via disqualification at In Your House D-Generation X. Butterbean returned to WWE in 1999 to battle Bart Gunn in a brawl-for-all match at WrestleMania 15. The contest will be forever remembered as one of the most lopsided matches in WrestleMania history, as Butterbean destroyed Gunn in over 30 seconds. Years later, the sight of Butterbean's right hand flooring Gunn remains a WWE highlight reel staple.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about the Brawl for All on the show at one point in time. And if I remember correctly, it was your favorite thing. That was a terrible idea.
It's pretty amazing. Yeah. Dark Side of the Ring does a very comprehensive look at it.
I watched that episode, yeah. And
we get the Cornette and Russo camp.
You're exposing the business. What are you doing?
Like, what? It was just a fun thing of JR pipes in as well, because in large part, it was, why are we having our guys risk injury of knocking each other out? That's great that they all get to say backstage, like,
I'm a tough guy.
I'm tough guy. I'm tougher than you. I could knock you out. Like, sure, but there's no off season where you could heal up.
Yeah. And also next week you have to pretend to get punched by a person and, like survive it. And it's just all.
And they have it clearly set because it's still wrestling. You're setting up one person to win this. You're going, Dr. Death, Steve Williams is probably our guy.
Right. It was all about, I forgot about that. The whole point was that they were like, fuck, I can't believe Bart Gunn is fucking doing well.
Right. Bart, the guy that we didn't expect at all to go forward is, and then I don't remember if it's on the day or when Bart is informed.
You're facing a boxer.
Hey, you're going to do this match, because he has one match, I think, before that. I don't know if it was just Butterbean on WrestleMania 15 or not.
See, I can look up the Brawl for All.
But it's treated very much like, oh, by the way, you're also going to do this. So maybe he wins Brawl for All, and then they announce shortly afterwards, hey, at WrestleMania, you're also going to do this.
Right. Here we go. I love doing the video version when you're here, because that means I could share shit. Here's the Brawl for All bracket.
Okay.
So Bart Gunn beat Bob Holly first. Then he knocked out Steve Williams.
Okay.
And
so
then
major upset at that point.
I think that's where they were like, God. Oh shit. And then he knocked out the Godfather after that.
And by the way, I mean, all these guys I believe in it are legit.
Right.
Everyone thinks these are super tough guys.
It should be said too that Steve Williams is the only other person to knock someone out. These were all like technical victories. Mm-hmm. Whereas it looks like Steve Williams, who beat Quebecer Pierre in the first round, he knocked him out.
Okay.
And then after that, Bart Gunn just went on a knockout spree.
Fuck.
Where everybody else he knocked out Steve Williams, the Godfather, and then Bradshaw. And that was the finals. That's how we won the thing. And they went, and they were like, well, now we have to kick your ass because you just knocked out all these people.
You did the thing.
And we have no interest in pushing you as a wrestler.
And look, this is one of the occasions where it's so fucked up. Well, I've always enjoyed Butterbean. I think he's been a delightful personality.
He seems like a character, right? Like that was his appeal.
Yeah.
The little I remember him on TV was
an unusual look.
Yeah.
I think he ends up showing up. I don't think he ever got his own boxing video game, but I think he shows up in a couple of other ones.
My recollection of Butterbean was like everybody's excited about him. So clearly he's a big deal. And then he seemed like a fan favorite with a name like Butterbean. Mm-hmm. You just go like, oh, okay, I get it. He's like a round guy, but he's also a badass.
And you go, and kind of a butterball.
And kind of a butterball. Yeah, that's the idea. Yeah, he's a butterball.
Yeah, his persona was he knocked people out. Like he's this charming, nice, smiley guy, But then the second that bell rings, I mean, it's kind of a Festus thing, right? Where it's he is a man of the people. You look at him and go, look, he's not a super athlete, but he's strong.
Right. He's got
a Dusty Rhodes type in a way, right?
100%.
Not the charismatic talking ability.
No.
But he's not inept.
The kind of guy who that like in a bar where you would be like, I want him on my side.
But in the 90s, the Tough Man contest, that whatever channel that was on, that was the appealing, like, oh, that's a dude that knocks people out. Like, oh, this will be great because he's going to fight. We don't have Tyson anymore doing this. So where's this heavyweight that's just going to fucking knock people out?
Right.
And Butterbean does that. And then also Jackass fame of.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was in
2? Where him and Johnny Knoxville fighting a sporting goods store?
Right.
And Knoxville gets knocked out so bad he's snoring. Like his brain just hits a hard reset.
He literally just goes night night.
And he's charming
Jackass
in that
the movie,
too.
the first one.
Okay, the
very
one.
first, yeah, Jackass the movie.
So I mean, he's in all the right places at all the right times, right? Like to just be this great force. And I know he's one of the latest DDP projects.
Yeah, I've seen recently photos of him like trying to stand up because he's been like confined to the chair, and he's walking with some assisted sticks. I don't know if it's gotten advanced. That this was probably a year ago I saw that. But
it's remarkable of what you could see that he physically was, and what's cool too is nothing about Butterbean reeks of any of the old wrestlers where you go, are you just trying to put on an act, or are you trying to get something out of somebody? He seems so sincere. I hate to find out that it's like, oh, and he's also the worst person for all these reasons.
Who knows?
But from what's presented,
no, he does.
Like
he seems like
a very sweet guy.
He seems like
family man,
the kind of guy that's surprising based on where he comes from and what he looks like.
Right,
kind of guy who you probably assume is just kind of a dick, but every time you see him in person or an interview, he just seems like kind of humble, happy to have had what he had. Yeah, gentle giant, exactly.
And,
jovial
and just defeated, right? Like by the time he gets to DDP, going like, I don't know what to do anymore, and DDP's going,
and he's like, I've just decided that I'm never gonna walk normal. Like I just don't.
And DDP, I don't know if there's a full documentary or what, but I
feel like it was part of something he was making. DDP was making, and it might have just been for social media.
Because they're always filming, tons of stuff. But the journey of the clips I've seen, it's remarkable, and Butterbean's in so much of a better place than he was.
Not for nothing, but despite the silliness of the circumstances and how stupid Brawl for All was, one of the like outside athletes brought into wrestling that I have a fond memory of.
Yeah.
Instead of it being like, okay, you came and then fucking, but I think it's
because also he got to do his thing compared to Big Show and Floyd Mayweather.
Sure. Yeah. I thought you were going
where,
sumo,
sumo as well. Like, hey, it's going to be competitive back and forth.
Right.
No, we're going to let this boxer actually beat the fuck out of you.
And also,
unless you can.
He's also very little, even though he's a professional boxer. The difference was
short. Yeah. Short. Yeah. He's 5'11", which, actually like, a little person we saw moments ago.
Just quick sidebar, because I just noticed it in the fine print here. And again, I don't remember. Everything I learned from Brawl for All was probably from that Dark Side of the Ring, which I haven't watched in a while. Smartest person involved with Brawl for All, Dan Severn. It says,
because he said, no, fuck off.
Dan Severn won his first bout, but then he withdrew saying he had nothing to prove. And that's why Godfather advanced. He actually beat Godfather in the first round, but then they just sent Godfather to get his ass kicked by Bart Gunn.
Because he probably heard the rest of it. It's like, wait, what am I getting out of this?
Right.
No, I know I can beat their asses.
Yeah. Also, like he was the only one who's like has like a real fighting background too. So fuck, that's funny. God damn, that's funny.
But that Bart Gunn knockout that Butterbean does, I mean, because he knocks him down once, Bart gets back up, and you go, oh. Okay.
Some spirit behind Bart too, like but again,
it's the shot is perfect. It's a total brain rattle, like his head,
the wobble
goes around like 3 times, and you go, oh my god, and it's such a lopsided, fucked up thing to do at WrestleMania when Lawrence Taylor and Bam Bam Bigelow are in the main event of WrestleMania, and it's a competitive back and forth match, that's worked, and this one they go.
Yeah, just go beat up that guy that doesn't do what you do. That's like, it's literally like, no, we're actually going to have, what was Braun Strowman's Nicholas? No, Nicholas is actually going to fight in this. He's actually going to have a real wrestling match.
What happened to that kid's neck? Well, he shouldn't have, Braun should have picked a human.
A DDT is what happened to it.
It's should have seen it coming.
I thought you were a fan.
I can't really think of anything else that seems as petty as that. Where they bring in...
It does seem like a dick move. Yeah.
to take a wrestler and go.
Yeah. That's an episode where we just try to figure out what are the worst on-screen punishments for wrestling.
And
and some that are just and not just.
It is not the Edge Lita sex celebration. I'll tell you that. Byron Saxton, BWO, Buzz Sawyer.
Let's talk about BWO because
all right.
I feel like this was probably one of those things that was quicker than I thought it was, where I feel like it went on forever, but it's probably like, yeah, no, they were on screen for 3 months.
I think it did probably last a little bit longer than that.
I
only saw it in clips. I never really got to see it as it was going on.
And there's crossover with, were they the Jobbers? Was that within
the Job Squad?
The Job Squad? Isn't there crossover here? Or was it that both Blue Meanie was in both of them?
Blue Meanie was in both of them.
Okay.
Blue World Order.
Yeah, who was the Blue World
members? Big Stevie Cool. Is that Steve Richards?
Steve Richards? Okay.
Mm-hmm. The Blue Guy.
Is that Blue Meanie?
Yes.
Okay.
And Hollywood Nova. That's
wait,
Nova.
Wait, who? Oh, okay. Nova. Oh, okay. I remember. I don't remember.
Simon Dean.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Vaguely.
During the height of the New World Order's popularity, a band of ECW misfits joined forces to parody the powerful WCW faction known as the Blue World Order. Each superstar assumed the identity of an NWO member. As expected, the BWO garnered more laughs than victories, but that didn't stop them from mocking the NWO each week while brashly declaring, "We're taking over." 8 years after the BWO disbanded, the faction made an unexpected return at ECW One Night Stand 2005, disrupting the main event between the Dudley Boys versus Tommy Dreamer and the Sandman. The BWO had a final match the following month at the Great American Bash before leaving WWE. It's crazy that more stuff isn't directly parodied in wrestling.
Like
about other wrestling.
Yes, no, 100%. We got Axelmania. We got
but that's not a parody.
Wasn't
that's just taking the name, just adding Mania, which the company does fucking 3/4 of the time anyway.
Jay Lethal doing Macho.
Right. But he's Black Machismo, but he's acting like Macho.
No, yeah.
So it's also, he's just crazy. Right. And called SoCal Val Elizabeth.
Right.
So he's just an insane person.
The bit is that, he thinks he's somebody he's not.
Right.
It's no different than R-Truth, like that
thinking
kind of
he's Ron Killings. Yeah. Shaves his head and goes, "I'm somebody else." Stupid. No, wake up, buddy.
They're going to take me seriously now. Sure, bud.
I mean,
whatever you say.
These three guys could get together and be the Blue Line.
Brilliant.
Right?
Brilliant.
How has no one parodied the Bloodline?
Yeah.
And just legally, like, what are you going to face, right? Like, if you get rid of, if it's not Bloodline and you change some part of it
to the Chud line,
and you're just going like, yeah, we're a lineage, we're a family. Right. What are they going to do? What could they really ever possibly fucking do?
Right.
You can't be, Schmoman Schmains probably.
Right. No, but like, I mean, but you could also, even if you don't even do something because they did that like when NWO was on television.
Yes.
Which that I think is going to be much harder in today's day and age because I don't think WWE has a sense of humor about themselves enough to do that.
They want to shut everything down all the time.
I think that
WCW, it's like when you're going after Hogan, Nash, and Hall,
right?
And you're these three guys that are like the comedy guys, like, doesn't matter.
No.
Oh, they're joking.
Right.
Like, we're fine. They're not taking anything away from us.
I think that good. With, again, to go back to like R-Truth, like him confusing people for members of DX and stuff like that. That's kind of the closest thing we're going to get. But I do think like the era of like I guess ruthless aggression stuff, like Evolution, that's an easy thing to parody now. Have a bunch of people do like where they're all playing the versions of.
If Wyatt Six took off, you could certainly do something
right
there.
Right.
The Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah, I don't know that ever got as popular, but it should be.
I mean, it's still going. Her business was there, but Hurt Syndicate. But anything like that, I feel like again the Blue Line. What are the names for the Blue Line? If you're taking
which Blue Line, is it the original?
Yeah, you go original. So you're going
the
Roman?
Usos, Roman, and Solo Sikoa.
Yeah,
and then Sami Zayn a little bit.
But if we're just going with the three guys, if we're going with Blue Meanie, Stevie Richards, and Nova.
Well, Blue Meanie has to be Roman, right?
Sure.
So is he just Blue Man? Roman, Bloomin?
Bloomin, but they need the last name too.
Right.
Like Bloomin Reigns.
Let's see. Is there a good rhyme for Reigns? That's just simply like, let's see. Brains, Banes, like something funny there with just what he is.
Or what are Roman Reigns' monikers?
Blue Veins. Oh, the big dog. Oh, no, the tribal chief, right?
Yeah, right.
It's got to be something with tribal chief. That's what it is. He's a tribal queef. We all know that.
But that's not blue.
No,
that's not. Whether there's other tribal or chief, there's something blue or parodies of blue.
I'm trying to think if there's is there a name for a shade of blue?
Yeah.
Like maybe that's I'm looking up now, like shades of blue, because that could be kind of funny.
Because, you could get rid of the tribal part.
Right. Baby blue. Bedazzled blue. Yeah, none of these are going to help. Dark blue, dark.
But with a little bit of work and a little bit of time.
Right.
Certainly a call to action, 747-666-5606. But yeah, like Roman, Solo, and you could do Uso.
Polynesian blue.
It's just sort of a combined.
Right. Okay, so Uso, one is like Uso, Bluso. There we go. Done.
Nova Uso.
The Blusos.
Right.
The Blusos.
Right.
Or just Bluso. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Something Bluso. And then is it Solo who's the
Yeah, I think Solo's the other. Solo Sicknova.
Sicknova? What is Sicknova?
Well, because it's Sikoa with Nova.
Right.
Novkoa. Yeah, I mean, these three guys, they could just do an internet show where they're doing that.
100%.
They're just doing bits.
That's the sort of shit that put on the .com from ages ago. Like that should be on the YouTube. Yeah.
But AEW, with all the stuff that they have, all the people they hire, all the shows that they incorporate, like, how do they not just parody something flat out? Like, we're going to parody something in WWE.
Also, like, there's so much to mine that changes so quickly that, like, the joke even could be that whoever the people you bring in, these dudes or people like them, that every month they do have a different gimmick because it's a gimmick that was already abandoned on the other show.
And theirs could work in more long-term than what the original one was.
Because that could be, the whole premise of it could be that they're just constantly changing their identities.
Wrestling's all about theft anyway. So
that's actually a really funny bit that I don't think, because like I think Damian Sandow for a little bit was doing some of this kind of comedy, but like the idea that like somebody is just always somebody different.
Yeah. He certainly was a lot of characters and a lot of gimmicks. Right. But it was never centralized of, hey, remember that genius?
Right.
He can't find out who he is anymore.
Right. He's got an issue where
it's going to be that dumb Max Landis video where he's like, let me explain the character of Triple H.
So wait, are you telling me wrestling is wrestling?
Yeah. I'm telling you. Buzz Sawyer.
Buzz Sawyer. Now that's a great name.
Also, Blue World Order, delightful group.
Yeah,
super fun.
They were fun. I enjoyed them.
Fun. And Blue Meanie with the half shirts.
And okay, so wait,
like was great in the dance. Like
was
what a
only
goofball.
Blue Meanie in the Job Squad, or was Stevie Richards also in the Job Squad?
I don't believe he was. No.
Okay,
because the timeline doesn't match up of when the Job Squad existed.
I don't know
Stevie
why.
He was either only in ECW or in WCW at that point.
The Job Squad.
And Nova didn't get hired to WWE till way later.
I'm confusing Stevie Richards and Al Snow, which I think is a fair thing to confuse because they kind of have a vibe.
Yeah,
of the era. I was thinking Al Snow. I was like, I could have sworn Stevie Richards was
like 60 pounds in muscle, but otherwise, like I totally get it.
Yeah,
I totally get it. The long hair.
Yeah, and then it was Bob Holly, Gilbert, and Scorpio were the rest of the Job Squad. I don't know, various times, but
much fonder memories of Blue World Order over Job Squad for myself.
I don't think I ever realized what JOB stood for as an acronym.
I don't either.
It was
right, because it is J period, O period.
Yeah, I don't think I ever clocked it. It's just over broke. is what it's supposed to
Because I remember
stand for.
Pin Me, Pay Me
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the logo.
Yeah.
Or was
the
saying.
idea being that they got paid just enough to not be broke. So they're just over broke.
Oh, I never realized that either.
That's really funny. Well done.
Byron Saxton, Buzz Sawyer.
Yeah, I want to talk about what's a Buzz Sawyer. That's a great name. Buzz is a great
Sawyer.
name.
Sure.
It's weird because Buzz, I think of as being sort of British. I don't know why that name. I just think of like, oh, Buzz, like he's like hoity. But then Sawyer is so Southern to me that it's like a nice combination.
Yeah, because Buzz Lightyear is so hoity.
I don't know why. I don't know why, but my association with the name Buzz is somebody who's like a little bit more like wealthy.
I go
Maybe
Southern,
it's like a
like
nickname.
Buzzsaw, Buzz,
I think
hey, Buzz.
That's why the name is great. Buzz Sawyer has a little buzz saw in there. That's a good name. What's his vibe?
5'9", 240, St. Petersburg, Florida.
We don't hold it against him.
Buzz Sawyer's WWE career only consisted of a handful of matches, but outside of WWE, the man known as Mad Dog attained
another Mad Dog.
There's nobody like Sweet Puppy.
Hey, that was
Buzz Sawyer.
That was the name that was in the local newspaper for me. I told you that story, right?
Sweet Puppy Bacon?
No, Mad Dog. No, I told you that story where when I was working ring crew for ICW in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Some reporter came by as we were setting ring up on a beach. We did a show on the beach in Long Island. I think it was at Jones Beach, maybe. And they're like, "Oh, we're gonna come and write an article." And the guy who was like kind of head of our ring crew, who was this like ball buster, he was sort of like the comedy relief that they would, his name was Beef, and they literally would like make fun of him, and they'd be like, "Sweep it up, asshole, sweep it up," after matches. Anyways,
right?
He was like, "Oh yeah. I'll talk to you," and he just went through all of the ring crew guys, like, "Oh yeah, these are all the stars," and he just gave everybody nicknames on the spot. And it's like, "Yeah, that's Jake, that's Mad Dog Jake right there." And then in the newspaper, it's a photo of all of us, and it says like from left to right, and everybody's names. And it says Mad Dog Jake. It's fucking stupid. Anyway, sorry.
What a great, delightful prank in wrestling. It was so
fucking stupid. I loved it so much. I was like, God, that's so funny.
You got to book us.
You got to book us.
We're in the paper.
There was no wrestlers that were actually booked on the show were written about. We had like fucking Crowbar and Xavier. I think fucking Low Key was on that show. None of them were in it at all.
I work the newspapers, brother.
Yeah.
I worked them.
It's so funny. Buzz Sawyer, what a look.
Mad Dog attained great success in almost every territory where he appeared. Despite an intimate understanding of technical wrestling,
easy for you to say,
Sawyer always preferred a brawl. In 1983, Sawyer was an original member of the Legion of Doom.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What?
What?
Along with the Road Warriors, the Spoiler, and King Kong Bundy. That distinction is often overlooked because of another incident that occurred that year. For months, Sawyer had been engaged in a war with Tommy Rich that frequently spilled all over and outside the arena. As a result, the two were paired in an enclosed cage at an event called the Last Battle of Atlanta.
I think they've had more battles since.
What? Sawyer's manager, Precious Paul Ellering, was suspended from a second cage 20 feet above the ring. This encounter would inspire WWE's subsequent Hell in a Cell matches.
What?
Shut up. No.
What?
No, it wouldn't. There's a man in them. You already had a cage. No. Upon entering WWE in 1984, Sawyer was called Bulldog rather than Mad Dog because of the presence of Mad Dog Vachon in the company. A protege of Lou Albano's, Sawyer was led to the ring by a chain and literally barked at fans.
I remember that. I have a recollection of that.
You were barked at?
What? And was he led to the ring by Captain Lou Albano?
Apparently.
I don't know why I have a image of that in my head.
He also appeared in the Portland Mid-South and World Class promotions where he fought Brian Adias, the Von Erichs, and the Dingo Warrior, later known as the Ultimate Warrior.
Dingo Warrior.
He died in 1992.
Is this the one with Paul Ellering up there? Yep, there it is. Hey, this one does say the match that inspired Hell in the Cell, according to the WWE.com. Look at that photo. That's pretty rad, though. It did have a roof with him on the roof.
Right. Well, most cages had a roof because it wasn't about escaping. That was
right.
But that's
cool looking. This is a cool looking.
That's super cool photo
and setup. Yeah.
That sooner inspires the triple cage in my mind.
Right.
For the
yeah.
WCW
cage on a cage on a cage. It's a hat on a hat.
But what the fuck? He was an original member of the Legion of Doom. because of another incident that occurred that year.
They're like,
moving on.
Yeah, that doesn't. Wait, they never come back to it.
No.
So Tommy Rich and Buzz Sawyer. Hey, they have it on the WWE Network. Start your free trial today.
Well, great.
Watch me. What happens when I click this?
We can learn nothing.
And it just brings us to the WWE.com. I click the link and it's not, all of the old links on all of their articles don't work anymore. That's amazing.
How fucking useless.
Start your free trial today. WWE.com.
Hey, did you want to see a thing and learn a thing? Yeah, I would.
Wow.
Oh, well, it's gone. So Buzz Sawyer was an original member of the Legion of Doom.
This is like a whole interview with a bunch of people, with Tommy Rich, Bill Apter, Paul Ellering, Matt Stryker for some reason.
He's telling everybody to look in their eyes.
I'm curious to read this. This actually looks interesting. I'm going to leave this tab open and read that later. Dare I say, in some of these photos, he kind of has like a Benoit vibe about him, about his build. It might just be the certain photos.
Kind of like everything's stacked up on him.
Yeah. Maybe it's when he was a little bit smaller here. Like, not quite Dynamite Kid, but in the same space, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Matt Bourne. Wait, Matt Bourne? And Buzz Sawyer. I'm interested to see that weird-ass cage match, but great look.
Yeah,
original Legion of Doom member.
I'm trying to, I looked up on Wikipedia at Legion of Doom and trying to find
anything written about that whatsoever?
Members, because this is telling me Road Warrior Hawk, Animal, Power Warrior, Draws, Heidenreich, Paul Ellering, Sonny, Christy Hemme, and not.
Let's see. I'm gonna do a search on his thing for Legion.
Okay,
now there we go. There it is. In early 18. He's really old. 1982. He began an 18-month feud with Tommy Rich. On May 2nd, he defeated him to win the championship, which he lost to Paul Orndorff. The following year, he became a member of the Legion of Doom stable. Yeah, with Road Warriors, Jake the Snake Roberts, and the Spoiler.
Yeah, and that's what this is saying, but it leaves out Buzz Sawyer. So,
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about the Legion of Doom in that as well, where it just says like, yeah, he was there. This is fascinating. So I think we've uncovered a conspiracy, you guys.
So a stable that started and then they went, no, just these two guys. Like, this is
right.
It's too much, not a thing. Like, we're just pulling these two guys out. You are the Legion of Doom. That's good.
I guess so.
I got to go back and see if I have that DVD of the probably not super comprehensive Legion of Doom. Although I remember it being a really good documentary, but now I always question when I go back and go, wait a second. Because the Shawn Michaels documentary that just came out on Peacock, I think, has been just dragged through the mud of,
really?
This is revisionist history.
None of this happened?
No, they're just cutting shit out left and right.
Oh, got it. Is it about the same people who made that new Michael Jackson movie?
Probably. Because Michael and Shawn Michael.
Yep. That's what it's called. Michaels. That's what the doc's called.
Canadian Heavyweight Championship. The WWE Canadian Heavyweight Championship was introduced in the summer of 1985 as WWE expanded its global reach into the provinces of Canada. The championship was awarded to Dino Bravo on August 1st, 1985. I was 5 years old that very day. When Dino, I knew I felt special that day.
It's because you were like, 5 and he won his...
One of the most boring wrestlers was just given a title. I can feel it in my bones. However, this
you blew out your candle.
Yeah.
Your only birthday wish that it was not a long title run.
Somebody take it away from him real fast. But not rugged Ronnie Garvin. He's boring too. However, this was not a random selection of the champion that would represent Canada. Bravo had arguably been the most successful competitor in Lutte International, a Montreal-based promotion that had a relationship with WWE in the 1980s, holding the organization's Canadian International Heavyweight title after defeating capable rivals like King Tonga, Rick Martel, and Billy Robinson. In WWE, Bravo defended his Canadian Heavyweight Championship against Nikolai Volkov, Randy Savage, Jim Neidhart, Moondog Spot, and others.
Moondog Spot? That's quite a name.
Oh, look him up. He's a crazy looking dude. He's fun. But within less than a year, WWE discontinued the title as Bravo decided to concentrate on pursuing the WWE World Heavyweight Championship instead. And then it turned into the John Cena title that you don't have to win or not, and you can just vote, and everything's fine, folks. TKO and John Cena are A-OK. There you go. There's your moondog.
I'm just going to go ahead and say that with the limited face that's exposed here, this is my father-in-law.
That really?
Like, this looks just like Alexandra's dad. Now he's bald.
Or then?
Now, like he's bald. But just what you can see of his eyes and his nose, and with he's got a big white mustache, looks just like him.
Carries around a ham hock all the time?
Always has a ham hock on him.
Oh, man.
What a great look. Jeez Louise.
Getting into the right family, tell you that.
And like the bright blonde eyebrows are amazing. Look at this photo. He looks like a demon.
Yeah, that guy's always fun to watch.
I want to find you a photo of.
You need to get it into the algorithm that he pops into when people search Moondog Spot.
Right.
That Alexander's dad pops in there too. So you can argue and be like, that's not me. Well, let's stick with some Canadian stuff, shall we? The Can-Am Connection.
The Can-Am?
Can-Am. C-A-N-Canada,
America?
Nailed it, buddy. Rick Martel and Tom Zink.
Hey, I know one of those names.
471 pounds combined weight. I was like super impressed when the tag team was over 500 pounds.
You were like,
if they're under, it's like,
not big enough.
They should eat more.
One guy needs a hamburger.
Yeah. Take a Canadian top grappler and add one of Minnesota's best athletes, and you got the high-flying Can-Am Connection. Rick Martel and Tom Zink debuted in 1987 and became almost instant championship contenders after defeating Magnificent Morocco and Bob Orton at WrestleMania 3. The Can-Am Connection eventually earned an opportunity at the World Tag Team Championship. However, then champions, the Hart Foundation, took out Zink before the match started. Zink never fully recovered from his injuries and disappeared from WWE.
Wow.
Martel, seeking revenge for the heinous action, recruited Tito Santana as punishment to himself and to the fans all around the world.
That's so mean.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misread that. And the pair competed under the name Strike Force. The Can-Am Connection enjoyed incredible success during their brief time together. Fans to this day wonder what might have happened to the duo remain together. Not the fact that the dude just disappeared.
Do you think the guy that writes this like walks around the office in WWE and says like, hey, do you ever wonder what happened to that thing? And the guy goes like, yeah, I guess kind of. And then he goes, great. Fans are
good enough for me.
Fans are still curious to this day. Whatever happened.
Can't be disproven.
Oh man, that's funny.
Tom Zink. I've enjoyed when I've seen him. Very much like I
don't even recognize
like
him.
a cutout of what you would expect, sort of the generic 80s wrestler look, right?
Yeah,
like, not like the painted face, crazy person.
No,
like,
but
who's that crazy person fighting?
Yeah, the baby face, like good looking kid,
white trunks,
big
mullet,
yeah,
and just kind of
bodybuilder,
create a wrestler face. Like not much that's distinct. Right.
Yeah.
Like good looking guy. You go, hey, that guy became a pro wrestler. Oh, he was captain of the football team. Huh.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't weigh 500 pounds, so it's not really important.
Nobody cares.
Cameron. Do you remember Cameron? You must have. I think this
Cameron is the woman who pinned somebody face down.
I think so. That's not one of her. It's one of her claims to fame. But let's see here.
Half of the Funkadactyls.
Yes, but wait, Jake.
Sure.
Before you search,
okay.
You got to that before I read it, and I totally forgot that she was half of a Funkadactyl. Signature move, because as we're in the more modern eras, people have those. Not in the old days, like everyone having signature moves. But what was her signature move called?
Does the books talk about her having a singles competition or having a singles career? Or was the book around? Oh yeah, it had to. This is older than that. This is Fiended and shit.
What would Cameron's?
It was I think it was this. It was like a split-legged pin.
They're not given descriptions of what
I know.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you, I think I know that's what it was. But what was it called? She was trying to be like a dancer and a singer. Was it like the Superstar or something? I don't know. I got
You're kind of on the right track.
But yeah, it had it was like a showstopper. Or it was like the main event. No. Fuck.
A little bit sillier.
I don't know.
Girl bye.
Girl bye. Right. I love that name. That is a great name for a finisher.
The Fiend should have used it.
Girl bye.
5'4", Northridge, California.
There it is. Let's just leave that up on screen while we talk about it.
That's her pinning someone upside down?
Yeah.
Like Kamala?
This is her trying to get a pin with Naomi's belly on the ground. And the ref being like, I can't count. And her being like, count. And the ref being like, what the fuck are you saying to me?
Kamala's mad at you.
Yeah.
Once a contestant on Tough Enough, Cameron laced up her dancing shoes for her first steps into WWE. As one half of the Funkadactyls, she boogied down to Brodus Clay's funky beats along her partner in funk, Naomi.
It could sound really gross.
The duo continued to back the big man until the dissolution of Tons of Funk in 2013 put them on separate paths.
Oh, so sad.
After Cameron said, girl bye to Tons of Funk, it allowed her to focus on competing in the Divas division. At Elimination Chamber 2014, she battled AJ Lee in the midst of AJ's historic Divas Championship reign and nearly pulled off an incredible upset. As an original cast member of Total Divas, Cameron's continued clashes with other divas were put on full display, including her unpleasant final split with Naomi. Cameron brought a blend of sass and spunk to WWE rings. Well, so did Paige in backstage at WWE rings. For over 3 years before her departure in May 2016.
I mean, talk about somebody who really left a mark on the industry.
Paige? Are we talking about that again?
No. I said industry, not couch.
NXT title.
Man.
Okay, so are you aware of Cameron and Stone Cold Steve Austin's interaction on Tough Enough?
Only because of the social media showing it to me once. If I'm not mistaken, he asked what her favorite match was, and she said like Nikki Bella versus somebody, and it was like a throwaway match that was like 4 minutes long.
On a Raw.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Right.
And Stone Cold is about to have an aneurysm.
Yeah. So I don't know the finer details, but yes, I know that situation occurred, and I've seen it come across.
Yeah.
Clipped out and whatnot.
It's pretty great.
Who was it? Nikki Bella versus who? I wonder.
It's something where you go, when you step back and you go, all right, I'm going to give it a little bit of reasonable thought.
Right.
Okay. Lady, watching lady wrestling, probably not a longtime fan overall of the product, but like saw something and went like, oh, that was cool. I like that match. And not thinking, oh, this guy's probably asking about the lineage of all of wrestling, which I haven't watched. I don't care really about. But like, oh, that's my favorite match that I've seen recently.
Right.
You're asking me a letterbox thing. Like, I like that movie. Sure. That's a great match. And he just can't believe that it's like, of all fucking things that exist, you're not even thinking about me?
Can I tell you, it's not even Nikki Bella. Like, Nikki Bella is like still a big name, so I could see why somebody'd be like, well, Nikki Bella's like, if I asked my niece, they'd be like, oh, my favorite match might be a Nikki Bella match.
Mm-hmm.
She actually said Melina versus Alicia Fox. And not to take anything away from both of those ladies, obviously very talented and important people in the world of wrestling and women's division, but greatest match of all time.
Mm-hmm.
The last one she saw, because it was the only name she could remember.
Right. Oh,
fuck, that's good.
I like some matches, but that one fat fuck, the dinosaur guy, like, I talked to him once. He's a weirdo. It's not him, that's for sure.
There's a YouTube video here that I just saw a thumb there for. It says, Cameron explains why Melinda versus Alicia Fox was her favorite match.
Oh.
Should we hear her argument?
Cause.
Yeah. Didn't she pop up in a Rumble like not that long ago?
Either a Rumble or she was in AEW for a hot minute. Like she popped up against somewhere because I feel like everyone was going, who? Oh, that was Cameron from WWE. I want to say it was AEW, but maybe she popped it back up in WWE.
Funkadactyl, single competition. Oh, no. So all right, so we're both 100% right.
Oh, all right.
In 2022, she made a one-night appearance at the Royal Rumble, competing the Royal Rumble's match, being eliminated by Sonya Deville.
All right.
And in 2020, she made a debut. I don't know why this isn't in order. Why? Thank you very much.
That's very odd.
It's really annoying. And
then she went back in time.
And then in 2020, 2 years prior, she made an AEW debut in Dynamite, revealed to have chosen the same color token as Nyla Rose in the Deadly Draw lottery system, meaning the two of them would team together for the AEW's Women Tag Team Tournament. They were eliminated first round after losing to Anna Jay and Tay Conti. It doesn't say that she stayed in AEW past that one event.
And Wikipedia has as much room as they want to take up to explain anything. They took up that much room, and it was so confusing what you just described.
No, I get it.
That's one of us.
I think it's because I'm reading it and you're hearing me read it and kind of like figuring out as I go. If I were to read this like I was getting
back
paid,
in time.
Oh, you know what? That's fair. They did leave out the 88 miles an hour.
Cameron did not make an impression on me.
No, she was terrible. She's just everybody knew she was terrible.
I like you were like
terrible.
Melina and Alicia Fox the other place and everything's fine.
Yeah, no. Cameron's terrible.
Fucking terrible.
Terrible. She literally didn't. Again, like she's one of the people who was like a fine athlete and it didn't translate. Like sometimes it doesn't translate.
Yeah.
And she didn't
You're not
understand.
in a fight. You're not competitive.
She literally tried to pin somebody with their face down on the mat and kept going and argued with the ref. Didn't get it. And it wasn't a funny bit she was doing.
No. None of the things she did were funny bits.
No.
Cain Velasquez.
One
Byron
night.
Saxton.
Cain. We're running over. We should wrap this up. Who are your favorite on? We can talk really quickly about Cain. He popped up one night to face Brock Lesnar, right? That was his whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the night
in Saudi.
The night that Kofi Kingston got beat by Brock Lesnar in record time
on Raw,
on a SmackDown.
The first SmackDown.
Because I was there with
I was
there with my brother and his kids.
That in LA?
Yep. And I was there with my lady at the time and her kids, and it was all like,
Kofi's on fire. We all love Kofi.
Well, and Stone Cold was advertised,
right?
And the kids, my brother's kids love Stone Cold, so they're like, oh, we get to see Stone Cold,
right?
He was on a pre-tape thing at the very beginning of the show. They got to see Rock,
okay,
which
most electrifying man of all of entertainment.
My ex's girls were like pretty stoked on that. They couldn't believe that they were seeing the movie star The Rock,
right,
there and talking. And I'm like, you can tell your friends tomorrow at school, like,
right,
or on Monday.
Right.
You over the weekend, like you hung out with The Rock.
Right.
Like, yeah, we're in the same place.
Yeah. You hung out. It was a big crowd, but.
And just like do that. And they're like,
he spoke to you.
I guess we could.
Yeah. The Rock chatted with me.
Yeah. Yeah. You were one of the millions. And, and then Kofi lost that night and just sucked. It started off so hot, except for the Stone Cold thing, but just the flattest, like you killed this crowd.
Right.
You killed this town.
And it wasn't,
you had all these new people that showed up amongst us. And it's like, what? 7 of them are never coming back.
Right. Right. And if I'm not mistaken, it was the main event.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like they did a fun, or maybe they did for off air, but I don't know. On TV, they didn't do like a fun thing to send everybody home happy.
No, it was Kofi loses, Brock wins. Everybody's like, the fuck? And then Cain Velasquez comes out and you're like, the fuck? And he was with somebody. I don't know if this says here.
He wasn't with
Ray? Maybe it was Ray that was standing there with him.
For some reason, my brain went to Paul Heyman. Was he not?
No.
Was Paul Heyman with Brock at the time?
Probably. But he wasn't with Cain Velasquez. A collegiate wrestler and 2-time UFC heavyweight champion, Cain Velasquez grew up a fan of professional wrestling. He decided to make the transition from mixed martial arts to sports entertainment, particularly when that meant extending his rivalry with Brock Lesnar, just as Velasquez has earned his first UFC title by a first-round TKO of the then-champion Lesnar. He hoped to gain more championship gold at the Beast's expense in WWE. Velasquez first appeared on WWE to confront, no wonder Jericho and Vince McMahon have trouble with that, to confront Lesnar after the Beast had defeated Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship on the first episode of SmackDown on Fox on October 4th, 2019. Lesnar agreed to face Velasquez in a title match at Crown Jewel. Despite an intense training regimen overseen by Rey Mysterio, Velasquez was unable to beat Lesnar for that title that night. However, his WWE career was just getting started, as it was revealed that he'd signed an agreement with WWE to become part of their superstar roster. That's where that ends. That's where that ends. Never mind the section of personal life and murdery things.
Oh, well,
and such.
You know what's interesting? It says on the wiki they ended the contract due to the budget cuts for the COVID-19 pandemic.
Because I don't think he ever showed up again.
No, I think it was the one match and that was it. Was he even backstage?
And I don't think there was ever hey, we're talking to him again, or something's in the works, like another vignette.
So it says in the wiki again, take this. There are things cited that people have added, which is nice. But in 2020, he was supposed to be in the Royal Rumble, but he suffered an injury. So they scrapped the idea and they shelved him because they wanted to only use him for a big deal. But then in April, because of the pandemic, they went, all right, well, we're just going to get rid of that contract. So literally, the January was Royal Rumble. So in 4 months, he went from we're going to do something with him to all right, we're done. We're ending this.
And then in his personal life, everything went fine.
See, I don't know anything about that. Should I keep reading?
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Oh, attempted murder conviction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mwap, mwap, mwap. Santa Clara County.
But now he's scarier than the Samoan werewolf.
He fucking shot a dude. It wasn't even he shot a dude.
Yeah, he's trained to do a lot of damage. But he's like, I'll just use a gun. So yeah, he's fun.
It's a good thing he's in the book.
Yeah. Hey, man, you step through those doors. They can't stop you from being in the book.
I remember thinking that he was terrible in that match, but maybe it's just my.
I recall the same where it's this guy. I wasn't a fan of him in UFC, but I was like, I get it. He's an intimidating force, and he did fuck up Brock.
Again, an athlete that didn't translate to the pro wrestling.
But
what I'm saying is, Cain Velasquez and Cameron are the exact same.
But he got no real time, I don't think, to really train. And basically, what you did with Kurt Angle was the one fluke time where they go, hey, we've been bringing people in left and right. We're not properly training them. Let's actually do it with Kurt Angle. Wow, what success we had. Well, let's not keep doing that. Let's just keep, we sign them. Go in the ring and do stuff, and you'll figure it out.
Right.
Fuck, every time you do that, it doesn't work out well.
Right, yeah.
So, thanks, iShowSpeed.
We should probably wrap this up because we got a hotline call. Unless there's anything else on that page that you're desperate to chat about.
No, sorry, Byron Saxton.
Sorry, Byron. This episode brought to you by Corey Graves. Shut up, Byron.
He's fine. Poor guy got kicked in the balls by Stone Cold 3 times during the pandemic.
Really? That's a lot of ball kicks. Hey, everybody. We got a hotline, 747-666-5606. 747-666-5606 if you want to call and have your voicemail played on the air just like this. Let's do it.
Hey there, Palskis. This is the Masked Llama of the Legendary Fighting Federation. And you know that the current WWE loves them some Attitude Era. Pat McAfee wants to go back to it with Randy Orton despite neither of them was in it. And they just named a bunch of their new stuff in WWE 2K, their additions after it. But when does the Attitude Era start for you? I've heard lots of different folks say the Austin 316 speech, Stone Cold, the first time he won the belt, or even whenever Vince McMahon does his Shades of Grey speech. But there's no definitive answer, so I was curious when you thought it was. Same with when did it end? Heard folks saying it ends whenever Austin at WrestleMania 17, or whenever John Cena gives his Ruthless Aggression speech to Kurt Angle. So it's all open to interpretation. There's no right or wrong answer, but I was curious what your answers were. Anyway, I hope you're all having a great day, and I'll catch you all later. Bye.
Masked Llama from the Legendary Fighting Federation wants to know when the Attitude Era started and began, according to us.
Started and began.
I'm sorry, started and ended. Yeah, I think that I've been brainwashed by WWE. So my answer is probably just what WWE says. Which, for the beginning of it anyway, is the Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Taker, and Sid Vicious. I think I can't remember what the story was, but
like a 4-way match.
Yeah, there's one match, or they were all involved in multiple stories that were kind of coming together, and Bret kind of turns heel at that time. I think he hits somebody with a chair in a match. I can't remember, but I think like that's my recollection, because that sort of stems the formation of DX, that stems the what would become of the Montreal Screwjob, and like we start blurring the lines between what's real and what's not real, and heroes start becoming assholes, essentially.
Okay.
And I think like that's what they said. And so in my mind, I go, oh yeah, that was the era. It was like,
was that on one of the documentaries? Or
yeah, I think it was probably on the Monday Night Wars.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
And I think like that's what they said. So in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what started it. There's like I think Bruce Pritchard is the voice in my head. It's like, oh yeah, that's what started that era. It was like,
I'm sorry.
And I think it was Brett. I want to say it was Brett hitting Sean as he was a guest ref in something for them. It was like one of those weird things. And it was like, that's when Brett stopped being the pure baby face.
Okay.
And that's when like things shifted. And of the irony, like, oh yeah, these people would all usher in the attitude era and then leave. Except for Taker, but like literally Sid, Sean, and whatever. I guess Sean would stick around for DX.
He takes money.
Sure, exactly. But yeah, that's what I think is the beginning, but only probably because I've been told that.
I think, and maybe it's because of what Llama had just said.
Put it in your brain.
But it feels like it's a movement that starts
right.
The eras, right? Like it's when Austin wins the title at WrestleMania 14 and JR saying the Austin era has begun.
Right.
That's a moment where it's like, that's the Austin era.
And also he won that title by being that character and building up to it before then.
So it does feel like if I were to pinpoint a moment, because all the things I'm thinking of, Rock, Triple H, or moments that occur, any DX stuff, it's like, I think it would be when Stone Cold does the Austin 316 speech that Michael Hayes is mirroring with his mouth at King of the Ring 96. Like that moment is like there's a swell. The movement has begun. It's
right.
We've heard about this guy. We've seen this guy. And now the shirts start getting printed. People in mass are wearing it. The signs are showing up. Like the landscape has now changed because of Stone Cold.
Right. And it's interesting because that was 96 King of the Ring.
Yes.
So I'm just curious about like what the internet says here and what things. And there are a lot of people who claim that Vince's whole like wrestling is a passe, like that promo. And that's
Grey speech,
97.
Okay. That's December
97. That's late 97.
This is June 23rd, 1996 is the King of the Ring.
So a year and a half later is when Vince does that shit, which is interesting.
But I feel like sometimes those eras, they don't capitalize on it right away. Right. Like when you go decades through fashion, you're seeing 80s fashion in 90s.
Oh yeah. I've always made the argument, and there's a hill I will die on, that when you say the 80s and the 90s, it does not mean 80 to 89 and 90 to 99. I think it means the 90s was 86 to 95. And every year is actually half of what they were, because you had to get over the last thing, start the new thing, and then it bleeds into the next.
Right.
Or so I guess what I
see what you mean.
Yeah. So the 90s weren't they only didn't start until the 96 is when the 90s started.
Right.
Because we
found it.
We had the luster.
We got
of
it. We got rid of all the 80s stuff finally.
Yep. Because
we're in our 90s now. And then in the 2000s, like, well, we still got some 90s.
And that's the thing, is it because when I think of like as a child being in the 2000s, I'm like, yeah, but I was in high school in 1998, and that was the same exact it was in 2002.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, that was all the 90s still. We were still living in our 90s life. Yeah. But I think it's tough. But
so to me, that's when it starts.
That's fair.
King of the Ring, Austin, because
I think it's a fair place to put it.
And I can see Vince's thing too. But to me, that didn't change. That changed perception, but that didn't change how people, I don't know, went or reacted, or because I think that's also post Screwjob. Is that
has to be, because Screwjob is,
what was the date of that? Did it say?
It was December, so it was like the end of the year. Yeah.
Because it was November is when the Screwjob happened. So that's justification of, hey, crazy shit went on, and
so
his character's being born then. of the evil boss.
Interesting. I also see a good argument to be made that the Hart Austin submission match at Mania 13 is people's argument starting point, because it was when the good guy became, or the bad guy essentially became the asshole, and the good guy was a dick.
But I mean, we always had heel.
But that's just, I just argue that that's just a turn.
It's also just really good. And they fought before that, and it's just a great match. But does that define the Attitude Era?
Somebody says Raw is War. Being adopted as the name of the show is a good also defining thing, because it's the week prior to that when Bret Hart shoved McMahon and went on that whole tirade about the Hart promo where he just said like, fuck this company, you guys are
I'd be curious if most fans know when that is though.
Right.
Of like, hey, when was it Raw is War? 90s?
Yeah, 100%. But and when did it end? No fucking idea, because I stopped watching.
I think it ends when Vince has the speech about wanting all the superstars are around the ring, on the apron and on the mat, on the floor, and he's saying he wants ruthless aggression.
Oh, okay.
Like he's calling out that all of you, I need something new and different, which spawns
set up for
Cena to be that guy to usher in that era. But that's just a flat out like, we're changing shit up.
Right.
And we're actually running with it this time.
Right.
Like we are looking for different things. The show split, that changes up everything. But to me, it's Vince calling it out.
Right.
Cause I can't think of anything else
point.
that is like a definitive, we're done with that.
Right.
Those people are gone. And they're not present as far as I recall too. Stone Cold is in there. Rock is in there on that stage.
Right.
I think Kurt Angle probably is. But you're just looking at some familiar faces and a lot of new faces.
And it does feel like a generational shift instead of just a era, because I do think that's something that's unique about the Attitude Era, is that there were still a lot of people from pre-Attitude Era that were around. We have Attitude Era stars.
Yeah.
But then we have like new generation, what they call it, next generation, who were still lingering, who had to change who they were, like Taker becoming Biker Taker, and Rocky Maivia becoming The Rock, and even Austin to an extent. Austin was an Attitude Era star, but he was not. He's fucking been around forever. So I think that's something. Whereas, like, I think Ruthless Aggression, to me, when I think of Ruthless Aggression, I think of all of the new guys. I think of the class of whatever that was they talk about. I think of Lesnar, Cena, Orton, and Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, because it's they ran their course with a lot of Attitude Era people. Like Bischoff was there and did, as he was in the black leather jacket and his dyed hair, like he was that. Okay, right. Now we'll transition out, and he'll still be around, but like he's going gray hair and it's different. Like the whole paint of it all changed.
Right.
Like some people, yes, they stuck around. Paul Heyman is still around, but they were trying to make you identify them in a different way now. Like it wasn't, Bischoff's not the WCW guy anymore. Now he's the Raw general manager.
Right.
Like that's what he is now. Paul Heyman is with Brock Lesnar. He's his manager. He's not the ECW guy anymore. Like let's redefine. We've got the mileage out of them in every way. They're different now.
Right.
And then what fucks everything up later on is the logo doesn't change forever
for another 7 or 8 years.
And then it's like, it doesn't change enough to feel different.
Interesting.
So I think that's what muddies it too. Cause you have that scratch logo forever.
Yeah. When did they change the scratch logo?
It's a long fucking time. And then the titles don't change in ways that are super distinct. Like it doesn't feel like they run with it all the way, because they're going like, well, that's our logo. We can't. That solid, like super sharp WWE logo doesn't show up for a long time.
They call this the Network Era logo. It's the Network,
like
logo.
2014.
Current logo debuted in 2012 to announce the WWE Network.
So it's that scratch logo all before that, which is essentially the Attitude logo.
Yeah.
And you're going, yeah, but we're not Attitude anymore.
The Attitude logo lasted so long.
But it was the F on the Attitude logo where you go like, yeah, that's the Attitude logo. But then when it was WWE, get the F out, they held on to that, but didn't change it.
20 years.
20 fucking years.
Oh, wait, no, not 20 years. I'm sorry.
No,
I was right, because the scratch logo, sorry. I forgot the scratch logo itself changed because they got the F out, like you said.
But that's 2002-ish.
So 1997 is when the scratch logo appeared, and it was the scratch logo. I don't know why I'm pointing like I can't share my fucking screen. The scratch logo was in the old WWF, like.
So that's capitalizing on the era at a later time, going like, hey, we got to rebrand it. Oh, okay. We got our logo.
So 97 to 2012. What's the math on that?
97, 2002.
Get
the F out.
Sure.
So you go, okay, you rebrand it. But then
to that.
Ruthless Aggression era, I don't remember when, but it all just stays the same, which feels weird. I feel like that's what muddies it in large part later on.
Yeah. I mean, that's so 17 years the scratch logo was around.
That's insane.
17 years of Attitude logo. That's crazy.
I want to know who's going, hey, can we change the logo at any point here to reflect on our Ruthless Aggression era?
Nah, why?
Who could do that?
Wait, I mean, here's the question is, what does a Ruthless Aggression era WWE logo look like? That's what's interesting.
Exploding.
I was going to say, does it just have
it's trying to get out, like it's all bursting?
Yeah.
Like it's on a lot of steroids?
Does that seem, yeah. Is that different from the scratch logo? Is it simply just a matter of the font? Like, is it just like a different, like
what you wanted earlier, blue veins?
Yeah, like does the Ruthless Aggression logo just look like the Crunch Fitness logo?
Yeah, I like that.
Oh wait, but that has like let's see. Oh, that has like a hand crunching it.
But they had a SmackDown fist.
Maybe it's the WWE. Maybe it is like the old WWF logo being squeezed by a fist,
or it's checking its oil.
I don't get it.
Wrestlers checking its oil. You were in the business, sir. You can get your oil checked.
No,
you went to the wrong school.
Alrighty.
If you'd like to check Jake Lloyd Bacon's oil, come on down to Dragon Wagon Studio, and just wash your hands first.
All right, that's it. We did it. You want to thank all of our
Patreon Palskis. Thank you to all of you who support the show, and keep these pages inside this book by sending glue each and every month. Otherwise, they'd fall right out of this encyclopedia. So we thank you for that. The airplane glue is nice. Jake sniffs it a little too much for my liking, but hey, do what you got to do to get on by. So thank you to all of you who support the show: Adrian Avina, Alex Pierce, Alice Rader, Danielle, Foley is God, Gilbert Short, I7, Mass Llama, Michael Beltran, Mike Lucas, Suicide, Tim Bemis, the PWP champ, Tim Redbeard, Tom Hader, and Tony Griggs.
Thanks to each and every one of you for your continued support of the program. Would not, should not, could not do it without you. That'll do it. Once again, check out the Patreon, check out the Discord. Everybody's chatting and all sorts of stuff. We did a pre-show today. We talked a lot about food, and we talked a little bit about wrestling on television. Alexandra and I are watching Margot's Got Money Troubles, and that features Nick Offerman playing a wrestler, and Chris Jericho is in there and
playing a wrestler,
and Rikishi showed up, I think, for a second.
He plays Nicole Kidman?
I think he plays Nicole Kidman in that. Nicole Kidman plays a wrestler, and he plays Nicole Kidman.
Nice.
Anyways, yeah, pre-shows are fun. Every time we get together nowadays, we just shoot the shit for a little while before we record this main pod for you guys. So check that out, as well as all the watch-along Wednesday stuff that's in there. Lots of great stuff over on the Patreon. And yeah, that'll do it. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
That's that airplane glue hitting you.
I was going to burp into the mic, and I was like, no, don't do that. We're saying goodbye to the folks.
Yeah, they don't need this now.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. We hope you had fun. It's always a blast hanging out with you for Wrestling Palskis.
It's Dragon Wagon.